Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen, today I want to talk a little bit about Sofi Technologies Incorporated. Once again, this is a stock that we've now been following for, I want to guess, around a month on this channel, last couple of weeks, at least, posting almost daily content, it feels like, just kind of talking about what's going on with SoFi, the share price, news surrounding the company, potential catalysts in the future, kind of giving our thoughts and opinions on a lot of the stories surrounding it. Of course, as always, no financial advice is being given in this video, not a financial advisor or anything like that, and not telling you whether you should buy or sell or do anything, just kind of giving my thoughts and opinions and going over the news and what people are saying and overall what is going on with SoFi. Obviously, today was, again, not a great day for SoFi Technologies. We were down 4%, a little bit over 4% on the day, and then we're down another 1.8% after hours, closing at 1276. At the time of recording this video, we're sitting at around 1253 after hours. Again, I don't read too much into after hours or anything like that, but this is where we're at, and in today's video, we'll be covering, some stories and talking about what's overall going on with not only SoFi, but the rest of the market as well. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out the first link in the description below for the Patreon that helps support my channel and my content. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So today was not a great day for the markets overall. Dow Jones was only down 0.2%, S&P down 1.2%, NASDAQ down 2.28%, Russell down 1.45%. This has been a super crazy week for the markets. Just 2 days in, we had yesterday, we were down 5%, then ended up going green today, where we're just kind of down overall across the markets and everything again. So don't feel too bad for SoFi. Obviously, yes, they didn't have a great day today, but again, it's a bad day overall for the markets. 2022 has been a bad year for the markets overall, and it's definitely been the case for SoFi as well. It's been pretty volatile, but still, year to date, we're down 18.62%. Yes, we did have this big run up where SoFi was up 24% over the span of a couple days. They've had a lot of positive catalysts. They had the bank charter announcement. They have a lot of people saying, hey, maybe this is a good time to start creating your SoFi position. Maybe it's time to start buying the dip. Maybe, SoFi that's traded at a little bit of inflated, metrics and multiples and stuff for a while. Maybe it's finally getting into that range where people can start buying into this thing, and people can really start, getting a good return on their investment going forward in the future. So we saw that little run up, but then we've kind of seen it crash back down. And once again, I think this is an interesting level for SoFi. We'll see if we break below this thing even lower. Obviously, we're not exactly at the 52-week lows. That's 1183. But we're pretty damn close to the 52-week lows, and we're way further away from the 52-week high than the 52-week low. So, maybe this thing has a lot of room to run. Maybe it's going to crash even lower. Largely, it's going to depend on where the market goes as a whole. If the market is excited and willing to take on risk, and it's looking for forward-looking, high growth companies and interesting fintechs and just technology companies in general, SoFi is going to run hot. It's going to do well, especially with all the positive news and catalysts it's already had and it's going to have in the future. But if the market is very risk averse and, not really looking at growth or tech or fintech or anything like that, SoFi is going to suffer. They're not big enough to beat the market, to turn the entire market around or anything like that. But I do just think it's kind of interesting because, you look all the way back here, February 2021, when this thing's trading at $25, over double the price that it is right now. Think about what we knew back then. No bank charter, not a lot of these awesome, exciting announcements that they have coming up. And it was still $25 a share. And now that we have bank charter, we know they're talking about 1% interest rate on checking accounts. We know, we've gotten to see more quarters of overall growth and revenue and all this stuff, and see how exciting 2022 and beyond looks like for SoFi. And now we're trading at a low. Now, is it possible that it was way overvalued back here? Yeah, sure. But I know it is kind of the time where a lot of people are starting to ask, like, hey, is it maybe a little undervalued right now? Hey, is all of a sudden, especially with all the news that's been coming out, it's just time to buy SoFi. Again, I don't know, but it's the decision and thoughts that a lot of people are having right now. I know that people are also really desperate for some good and exciting news right now, especially as the broader markets overall are down, and SoFi especially has been down too. I thought this was funny on the SoFi stock subreddit. Somebody said, new banking features coming soon, just because they were doing some system maintenance, and they said, we're currently updating our system. Some operations may be temporarily unavailable, please retry later. Now, this doesn't say, hey, we're about to roll out some cool features, we're making some big massive update. This just says maintenance. And a lot of people in comments have been like, hey man, it's one can hope, but I doubt it's probably just some routine maintenance. I actually hope they'll announce features before they'll release them. And I think that's totally true. I don't think they would just roll it out in a system maintenance or anything like that. So there is the catalyst in the future for SoFi of not only announcing big new features that hopefully get people excited and maybe have an impact on the stock price, maybe not, but either way, get people talking about SoFi, maybe get people to check it out, maybe get people to download the app, sign up, get into that ecosystem, but then also the rollout of these new features and then improving those features over time. That all is going to be positive catalyst for this company. I think that's very, very exciting. I know in the comments here they're also talking about mid-February is like when the bank charter stuff is officially going to go through and officially be rolled out. So maybe around that time, maybe around February, March, April, we can start expecting some of these new features and for this bank charter to really start showing itself more, at least to the public's eye. So if you're looking for maybe an expected timeline, again, we don't know that for sure, but that is what some people are speculating about, that late February, maybe March, April, we'll start seeing some more stuff there. We also had this very, very big news. People had been wondering what's going on with the SoFi earnings report, when it's going to come out. There had been a lot of rumors or guesses or speculation about maybe it'll be early February, maybe it'll be mid-February. Right now, there's a lot of big earnings going on right now. We have, I think, Microsoft, Apple, and Tesla all reporting this week. So, this is really the big time for earnings. People are saying, hey, SoFi is probably going to go sometime around here, right? Well, not exactly. They have this. SoFi, a leading next-generation financial services platform, today announced plans to host a conference call to discuss financial and operating results for the fourth quarter and the full year of 2021 on Tuesday, March 1st, 2022 at 5 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be after market close, obviously. SoFi also plans to release its fourth quarter and fiscal year 2021 results on the investor relations section of its website at investors.sofi.com after the close of the financial markets on Tuesday, March 1st of 2022. Now, this is a big deal for a ton of reasons. One, earnings reports are always big. They're volatile. We'll see what kind of growth, what kind of revenues, what kind of numbers SoFi put up in this last quarter. It'll be a wrap to 2021. We'll then officially be able to move into 2022. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe SoFi runs up a little bit more. Maybe it'll be bad and we'll get a big drop. Who knows? Nobody knows what's going to happen. But what people are way more excited about, and why maybe they pushed it back to March, again, if that bank charter is fully, being implemented and fully being approved and everything in mid to late February, maybe why they moved this back to March is that so they can get all that stuff implemented and then in their 2022 and beyond guidance actually be able to talk more about the bank charter and what they've been able to do and what they really see themselves doing more, going forward into the future. That absolutely could be the case. I don't know for sure. And obviously they're going to hint on it at some point during this financial report, you would assume, or this earnings report. So we'll have to wait and see. But that is going to be something very big that people are going to be watching out for. This is going to be a big earnings report in terms of forward looking, in terms of future guidance for SoFi and for the company to really, talk more about this bank charter and what exactly it is going to do for the company. I know we did have this article from Motley Fool that said, here's why SoFi's long-awaited bank charter will make the business better. And they talk about how SoFi's stock price shot up following the news about the bank charter. The bank charter will allow SoFi to hold deposits and use them to loan funds. And it will also add regulatory clarity and set up a better framework for holding loans on the balance sheet. I know they had this really cool graph that is kind of some estimates for base case adjusted EBITDA forecast. And then the potential adjusted EBITDA impact from the bank charter. And you can see here, into 2022, this could have a very big impact, potentially adding $193 million to adjusted EBITDA. That would be crazy. But then going forward in the future, just showing how much of an impact this could have, potentially having, at least according to this graph in this chart, a $300 million impact on the adjusted EBITDA in 2025. I mean, that's massive. That's big. That shows how really big and important this bank charter is. Now, this is all estimates. This is all potential. This isn't, anything crazy like that. But like they say, this is a very big milestone. And this is something that not only adds credibility and clarity to SoFi overall and adds legitimacy to them as a company, a stock, and as a financial institution, it also can affect their numbers and their earnings and everything. It can absolutely increase revenue. It can absolutely reduce costs. And it can absolutely get them closer and closer to getting to profitability and help them get over the top eventually as well. So it's an absolutely massive deal. But obviously I do hope that SoFi hits more on this and tells us more about what exactly they think and what their forecasts and projections are going in the future for this new bank charter on March 1st. But that is the day that we'll hopefully be getting some more information about SoFi, and the stock will do something. Maybe go up, maybe go down, who knows. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.